consoling the victims and cleaning up the mess afterwards. Well, we like to think in our office that we're tough on crime and tough on the causes of crime. And I think that's where everyone here comes in. I admire what all of you are doing, helping everyone and getting out in front of the causes of crime. And really I admire it and I like it so much because in the long run it makes my job so much easier. We see every day what drug addiction does to so many kids out there and so many people that had potential at one point and unfortunately end up in my sphere. And that never works out good for anybody. It certainly doesn't work out good for society. It doesn't work out good for the kids. And while we have, well, it keeps us very busy, I'd rather not be so busy. And I think that's where so many of you guys come in, and especially these young student leaders that we have. It's not that long ago that I was a teenager, and I remember what it was like. You guys don't have to laugh at that, okay? It wasn't as long ago as he was a teenager, all right? But I remember what it was like. It's very easy to not get involved. It's very easy to sit back and kind of sneer when other kids are stepping forward. And I think it's very brave of all of you kids to step forward and try and help people out. And what we're doing today is, you know, so many of you young people have taken out so much of your time to work on these issues. So I think it's only fair that today we take time out of our busy schedules and our busy lives to honor what all of you have done. And I'm so glad that I was able to present this. I'm so glad I was able to have all of you come down before you all got out of school. And we'll get going on this. I want you to hand this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the person who nominated the youngster up here and give us a little presentation about what they did to deserve this. First we have from the Northwest Zero Tolerance Coalition, Janelle Schneider.
Bailey is a very dynamic senior from Romeo High School. We called upon Bailey to help us with an underage drinking town hall meeting that we had in Romeo. And she agreed last minute to be on a panel to open her views up as to what she was seeing at her high school. And took on some of the toughest questions that I've ever heard in regards to what she sees at the high school. She wasn't afraid to say it like it was. The adults had lots of questions for her, and she did a really great job for us.
Fantastic.
Spread a really good message.
Bailey, come on up. Stand right over here.
Oh, okay.
I'll stand here, and let's look at this camera right here. There we go. There's your certificate, card, and here's a check for you guys. You're welcome. Next we have from the Jermaine Jackson Community Center, Dawn.
Dawn.
Grazie.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I would like to introduce Jermaine Jackson Jr. He's a 7th grader who has helped out with the Mount Clemens, the brand new Mount Clemens Coalition. Come on up here.
Come on.
And he's done a lot of great things with the community center. He's done some tutoring. He helped an 83-year-old woman get her real estate license. He actually goes into the community center and washes the floor for the gymnasium. And he helps feed the community. So he's out there serving, and we want to thank him for all his work.
Thank you. Thank you. The L'Anse Creuse Community Action Coalition, Diana Kinder, is going to tell us about this.
Hi, I'd like to honor Elizabeth Choka. She's a senior at L'Anse Creuse High School North.
No. High school.
Sorry, I messed up already. She's a senior at L'Anse Creuse High School. Elizabeth started actually in 7th and 8th grade with me at L'Anse Creuse Middle School Central, and I got her involved in the L'Anse Creuse Coalition as an 8th grader. She's done a number of things. I could go on forever. But she has top service hours at Las Cruces High School, 1,072 community service hours, so obviously she serves our community. She's done a ton of nice work for the coalition with drug and alcohol prevention. She helps mentor our young students that are starting the coalition, and she volunteers for our Dialogue Day every year, which is an annual event that helps with the prevention of alcohol and drugs. And she's just a great mentor all around for our young students and our community. She's a great person.
Thank you. Byron, you taking pictures? Or? You get a picture? Or? All right, here we go. There you go. This is your card. Thank you. Tell us what it takes now. And now we have the Clintondale Mount Clemens Make a Difference Community Coalition. Dorothy Wilkins.
Dorothy here? How about the
Bay Haven Prevention Coalition.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell us about John Wright.
John Wright, come on up. We'd like to honor Mr. John Wright. He's a proud freshman at New Haven High School, and he stepped up this year to be the president of our Students Against Destructive Decisions Club. He and his advisor, Mr. McKiernan, have worked tirelessly this year to put on all kinds of drug-free events, up to and including the prescription drug take-back program that he was part of. We managed in Baltimore and New Haven to take back 50 pounds of prescription drugs off the streets and away from people that would abuse them. And he was a very big part of that this year. So thank you.
Shores Network for Action and Prevention. Judge Stroh. Tell us about Nina.
Nina Tringali is an outstanding young woman. We had our first town hall meeting about prescription drug abuse, and we had a contest, a video, a 30-second PSA contest. So there were middle school student category, and there was also a high school student category. Now Nina won the middle school student category, but it was consensus across the board. She was the best video out of them all. And her video was entitled Put a Lid on It. It was creative, it was clever, and it gave a powerful message about prescription drugs and what we need to do with them. She was put them in the trash. Nina has a wonderful story. She's a wonderful young woman. And the nice thing about this, Nina, I expect, is that this is just the beginning of her getting all the accolades and awards as she continues her community service and employing her creative talent to this area that I know is personal to her. I want to thank all three of her grandparents and her aunt for being here. Nina, come on up and get your award from them all.
Nice to meet you. Picture right here. There we go. Thank you. Thanks. Watch the art. I know. The stone, I mean the art. East Point Community Action Coalition. Amanda York is going to tell us about Asian Aid.
I'd like to introduce Asian Aid Gunn, who is a relatively new member of the East Point Community Action Coalition, but has already become one of our most active members. So we're so grateful to have her. She attends every meeting and gives us an update of what's going on with the students at the middle school at the end of our meeting, and we really appreciate that. As a coalition, we need to know what the youth are, what's going on with the youth. We also had our first ever DEA Drug Take Back Day event, which was very successful in East Point, and Asian Aid participated and volunteered the entire day, and we were doing the surveys with the community members as they came in, so she was interacting with our community and gave us a lot of very valuable data. So we're looking forward, she's in 8th grade, graduating up to the high school, so we're looking forward to working with her next year at the high school.
Hey.
So proud. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, Warren Centerline Prevention Coalition. Dawn is going to come up and tell us about Tyler.
So Tyler is a freshman. Come on over here, Tyler. Tyler's a freshman at Centerline School, and he is one of our new volunteers, our youth volunteers. He also participated in Drug Take Back, and he wrote down the surveys, and the elderly people just loved him because he really knew how to interact with them, and we're really proud that he's going to be. Oh, that's ours. Okay, sorry. This is the Warren Centerline. They actually did 2 locations that day. They collected 187 pounds of 189. Okay. So I just want to thank him for participating, and I see a bright future for him in volunteering.
Great, thank you. I like all these young winners. Means they're going to be around for a few years to keep helping. And the Fraser Community Action Team, Margaret is going to come up and tell us about Jacob.
There.
Hi.
Oh, you're
My pleasure. Jacob,
he's also helped in representing FTX in some meetings, and then now in the also helps with the drug take back program. He's T3, which is Teams Talk Nutrition. He's only in 9th grade.
only 9th grade, another young, very nice.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Okay, I didn't miss anybody, right? Nope. Got it all set.
Great. This has really worked out nice. I'm hoping that we can do this every year. Very nice. Yeah, let's get how about all the kids? Can all you guys who just got awards come up here?
Bring your award, honey.
So Mrs. Rudolph, yeah.
Come on up, let's get a picture together.
And parents, help yourself, refreshments, I got water, coffee.
Stand on this side. You on each side. You guys all in, Byron? Slide over a little bit.
Two more.
Down in front.